The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of RMCOnAir.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I see what you're doing, yeah, I see what you go through. Put my lighter in the air, the truth is you're beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now put your lighter in the air for us. Everybody singing together.
What's up? It's Just Sports with Sonny Wells. And all the basketball is over. And let's see, my team won. But first, let's go around the room. To my left, go.
We got Smitty here, and my team didn't win.
Pierre Daniel in the house.
D. Rambo, my team did win.
Okay. Who's that next to you?
Hi, I'm Evan Rambo. I'm a football player on athletic scholarship in Cal Berkeley.
All right.
All right, all right.
Congratulations. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, congratulations. Thanks for coming in. Nice move there, Chris. Nice move. I like that. Yeah. We're going to put you in for a raise. So let's get right to it. The basketball. I thought they had shot their wad. LeBron and them had shot their wad when Dellavedova went to the hospital. Dehydration at the end of the game. If you see LeBron, he was bent over and just stayed there for a long time. And I kind of knew that was it then. What about you, Smitty?
Well, you know, I was hoping that they could pull it out, but I'll just say this. The cream always rises to the top, and Golden State had the better team. So that's how it worked out.
And who did you pick, Mr. Historian?
I think I picked the team from up north. No, I'm just kidding. So we picked Cleveland. Picked Cleveland. I thought that they definitely had a legitimate shot, especially after they went up 2-1. I was actually expecting Cleveland to play better than they did. I mean, in terms of not only JR, but I'm talking about even the great LeBron James. He missed a lot of shots that I thought he would make. He certainly a lot of turnovers there. Yeah. The team just didn't execute down the stretch how I thought they would. So, you know, but credit to the champions. You know, you have to give Golden State a lot of credit. They came through in the clutch when they needed to. However, I still would give them the MVP to LeBron James. And oh, by the way, shout out to Sun Lady. My heart my heart goes out to those all the people down south. Especially in South Carolina, that tragedy there. I don't mean to go off on a tangent. And last but not least, happy Father's Day to all you great fathers out there, including the ones in this room.
Yes. Your thoughts about some of the NBA? Yeah. I think you got you on. You got my man on here. Oh yeah, he ain't got no headphones, but that's okay. We'll get you some on next time around.
No, I thought it was a good series. I think once Golden State went small and they put Iguodala and they took Bogut out, I think really Cleveland really couldn't match up across the board with them. So I think that was the best chance they had. And then you saw Cleveland try to go small, and they just didn't have the skill across the board to match up with Golden State. So once they did that, it was pretty much a wrap.
Who did you pick last time?
Who did you pick last time? We went around
Going
the room.
into was it that Sunday? I picked Cleveland to win Game 2.
Oh, okay, you're safe. Yeah,
that was Game 2. That wasn't OC.
Well, man.
The series, I think that basic from Jump Street, Cleveland never had a chance at this series. I don't care if Mr. LeBron James kept going one level, next level being the coach, wherever he chose to be. They didn't have a chance in this series. I think the thing that gave them a chance in this series, I think that Golden State played down to their level.
That's true.
So talent-wise, they couldn't touch him. Okay, they had LeBron James, which I disagree with what MVP choices that you said, P. It's no way. Golden State, Cleveland didn't make it a series. Golden State made it a series by playing down to Cleveland. Okay, Golden State never played their game. Okay. And I'm just gonna. It's over now. You can slice it and dice it any way you want to. The Golden State Warriors are the NBA champions.
I'll give you that. Yeah,
and they was the NBA champions from the time that it was decided that Golden State will be playing Cleveland. It's just a matter of how many games and what the scenario, Mr. LeBron James,
right.
what
I have to disagree with that, but I certainly agree with. Hey, they are the champions. They are the champions.
Well, you're not going to agree with me because you said fast on Cleveland. You didn't even want to let the audience know that you rooted for Cleveland to win the series.
Hold on now.
So,
When you look at what LeBron James had to do that entire series.
Here we go, LeBron James.
Hold on now. In addition to that, he only shot 30-something% from the field.
well, whose fault is that?
Well, hold on now.
That's his fault.
No, what you want?
That ain't the referee's fault.
But I just mentioned that, hey, it was LeBron James. I thought he could have played better. A lot of turnovers. He was responsible for.
And you thought he was the MVP of the series?
Having said
You thought he was the MVP of the series?
Having said that, absolutely.
Haven't said that, absolutely.
Absolutely.
There's a doctor waiting outside you need to see. Okay? Because after saying that, absolutely.
Look at the statistics. I'm going to pass it around.
What's
What's young fella got to say in the corner there? What's young? Yeah, come on, chime in there, young fella.
I thought Golden State was going to win the entire time. They just had too much talent. And really, this series came down to who made the best coaching adjustment. And we saw out of that, we could tell you that the better coach was Steve Kerr.
Fair enough.
Okay, now you know what we didn't talk about? He mentioned some slicing and dicing. We're going to run a clip right now and show you partly why some of the other people weren't able to help Mr. LeBron James. Run that right quick.
Folks are ready to go. So apparently is J.R. Smith. This is how you arrive for work, apparently. He hasn't exactly been rolling in the finals.
How you going to come in there on an electronic remote scooter and he ain't hit nothing? That's why, because he rolling in there on that. He should have been walking, getting his legs ready.
If I was on that team, passed by him, I would say, I hope you got your focus.
Really?
While you riding.
That doesn't seem like he's very focused.
See Sean Livingston, he was like, okay, bro.
God, this guy. Look at this guy. That's crazy. I mean, it's probably nice to roll around one. Kind of wish I had one, but it's a little toy or something. But you don't go to work with that.
Not at a championship.
I'm going to a championship game on a remote control scooter or skateboard. What is that thing?
Good question. Hey, let me ask you something right quick. Sonny, you can pass it around the room as well. Have you guys got a chance to check out the new Clippers logo? And so, what did you think about it?
I briefly saw it. They had them side by side. It looked interesting, but I really didn't take a hard look at it. So, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, but I thought it could have been better than that.
What did it look like? Can we pull it up, Chris?
It's interesting.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's interesting.
But they're still the Clippers, though. You're going to lose after you beat the champs.
That's it?
Well, they made a trade.
Yeah.
Barnes and Spencer Hawes.
For Stevenson.
I know, for Stevenson. I don't know about that one.
You know who's supposed to be coming?
For Lance?
Yeah.
Yes.
Paul Pierce is supposed to be coming as well.
Yeah, but how much does he have left in the tank?
I would go Pierce.
I'm not going to mess with that. You know why? Because he started off with a nutritionist and a personal trainer. And remember, he got his behind whooped and stabbed in Boston
Several times.
And survived.
I know, several times.
So he's in excellent shape. He still knocked down some shots, during the series.
Right.
Because this was really one of the best basketballs playoffs I've seen in a long time. And he hit the game point a couple of times. One of them went off the glass. Commentator said, did you call class? He said, no, I called game. So,
Oh, that's the logo right there.
That logo should go.
What is
I do
that?
not
What
like
is
it. It's boring, ugly. I like the black around it.
The team owner says that appeals to the young folks. So what about you young folks?
Yeah, you young folks in the house.
Okay.
Every young person that I know,
The owner-
some old man, said they hate it.
I heard the owner, he was talking, he said like the C's supposed to be the Clippers wrapping around L.A. and silver and different.
I heard that too. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he was pumped up about
They
it.
need to build the bench, not
Yeah, really.
Build excellent point, sir.
Not about that. Yeah, no question. Yeah. I mean, they spent a lot of money, time, effort, and energy on getting that logo, and they need to change the name of the team, to tell you the truth, for starters. I mean, that logo's not, I think it's a waste. But
Well, if you're gonna do a logo, do a logo. Do it with some pizzazz. Give it
Clippers are
something.
still the same Clippers.
Yeah, that's boring.
Yeah, right.
Nothing exciting about
Ain't
it.
excited about that.
Right. Younger generation, older
Well,
generation.
give me an idea of an exciting logo in the NBA.
Well, what's an exciting
so
logo?
Exciting? Give me one.
Well, one when you okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Pelicans.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
there's a whole bunch of them now, but that when you look at it, it's like, okay, Clippers. When you look at that, it's like, okay, Clippers.
Yeah.
It just doesn't jump off at you.
Get you
Get
excited.
your
Well, give
attention.
me one that jumps off at you, though.
The thing is, you notice that most of the losing franchises have changed their logos constantly. You see New Orleans, you see
Philadelphia.
Philly,
Yeah.
always changing logos, changing jerseys,
Yeah.
and the same.
Well, that's marketing. I understand that.
Yeah, but
Well,
Try
keeping
to
the
keep
light
it
on
to time.
marketing, that's whatever advertising agency got that, I would never use them. I'm like, you guys, this is bad. But on the Clippers, Mr. Stevenson, it's a win-win. I must explain why. Number one, he's on the $9 million. He's coming off the books. He has a club option at the end, which he don't pan out. You ain't got to worry about it. Secondly, to have Mr. Hard sitting on the bench, I just can't fathom that another season make the type of money he makes and give absolutely no contribution. Okay, Barnes, I love him, but it's time. Okay, and the fact that you have him, and you know he's a shooting guard who can handle the point guard, who also can defend at the small forward spot.
But he's also a hothead.
Hold on, let me finish. We all know that. Yeah, he's a hothead. Okay, we all know that. Okay, and I'm pretty sure Doc factored that in. That okay, maybe we can do something with this because it's a simple fact. If he's continued to be a hothead, you got 1 year left. Okay, and then you floating out there again. Now you float some more, you ain't getting this type of money again. So hopefully he will rethink his approach to playing in the NBA and how he played in the NBA. Now, Doc created a problem too. Okay, and that problem involves Crawford. Okay, they send in a message to Crawford. They send a message the whole season. They want to get rid of him.
Right.
Okay, and now it's another message that we got options with you. Right. Plus the fact that J.J. Redick, your inconsistency, it can't happen another season. Yeah. Okay, you can't. I know you have to guard, but so be it. That's what we're paying you for. Yeah. Okay, so he sent a message to a lot of people, but he has to be very careful who else he adds to this team, because you already got a volatile situation that's kind of been settled a little bit between Chris Paul, DeAndre, and Blake. Okay, because
is DeAndre gone?
Not yet. No,
Doc say not letting him go.
Yeah, Doc says
I say he's not letting him go.
I wouldn't let him go either.
No, you got to sign him, but Doc has to get all of these ingredients here to match and going forward. Which
that's Doc's problem. I don't see Doc as being an excellent GM. Now, Smitty, now you had mentioned about the Lakers. They have the number 2 pick in the draft.
Right.
Well,
the draft is next Saturday, next Friday.
Word is they're talking about trading for the number 1 pick. Because actually, they say the Timberwolves they're enamored with Jahlil Okafor. So
hope
Lakers,
they are.
The Lakers
does not want to play for the Timberwolves.
Right, that's what I heard.
I mean, but I don't think he's a fit for the Lakers.
Thank you.
I think Karl Anthony Towns is a perfect fit for the Lakers.
They can use him for trade bait.
Karl Anthony Towns.
They're talking about the guard from Ohio State.
Yeah,
but to be honest with you, Okafor, if I had to pick, he's my pick. I got to get. I'm like, come on, we got to come up with something.
Yeah.
Okay. He has liabilities. Too many holes.
Yeah.
that you don't have the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
to deal with. Okay. And secondly, Towns is who you want because Towns is an NBA
rim protector.
Okay. He is there.
Shot.
He got the physicality. He's smart. He's athletic. He can play. Hold on. Let me get this. But the kid out of Ohio State. I re-looked at him. Boy can shoot.
He got game.
Okay. He and I have to I know you say you don't keep passing a big man, but if I'm the Lakers, I'm like, you know what? Let's really think about this.
Right. What you think about that, Smitty?
Hey, you know what? Before we go any further, let's go ahead and pay the bills. The sponsor, Pitbull. We'll be right back right after these commercial messages.
They
The
were
views
looking-
and comments.
They were looking at a 7-2 center.
Hey,
today, too.
are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pitbull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
What's your style? Curly? Straight? Wavy? Or maybe you like it natural? Introducing Secret Styling Hair Care Products by Smith Products Company, LLC. A complete line of hair moisturizers, shampoos, conditioners, and an assortment of other hair styling aids formulated for today's fashion-conscious consumer. Enhance your style. Get the secret.
Now to see the results of.
Well, you were talking about the Lakers. I'm excited for the Lakers from the standpoint that they have the number 2 pick, and it's going to be interesting to see what direction they go in. As I was stating, they were looking at a 7-2 center that's agile. From what I understand, he has an excellent game. He's very crafty under the basket. So, and then they were talking about taking the point guard.
Right,
Russell.
Ohio State.
Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see. But, you know, a Laker fan, we're ready for them to be in the playoffs again.
Oh, yeah.
And I want them to make some great picks. I understand Randall is back near 100% now, so that's one player there in terms of a rookie that will add some strength to the team. So we'll just have to wait and see.
And also, I want to ask you a topic that we were discussing last week that I want to bring up now. I want to ask you about your Mount Rushmore of the NBA all-time greats.
Oh, yeah, you did
and
bring that up.
Yeah, you're right. I want to know, what was your Mount Rushmore for the NBA?
Yeah.
I mean, the top 4 all-time players.
Well, I'm a Wilt Chamberlain fan, so he would be number 1. I'll put Magic in there for real quick. See, Michael Jordan. It's just too many. Michael Jordan. How do I leave Kobe out, and how do you leave LeBron out? So
Hakeem Olajuwon.
You can go by
yeah.
But you only have 4 though.
Yeah, but Chamberlain is my center, and then point guard I'm gonna go with Magic Johnson, and then Michael Jordan, the 2 guard, and I'll put Larry Bird in there.
Forgot all about Mr. Bird.
He's a winner, and when he was on, he was on.
There was no stopping
He
it.
say game over.
Yeah.
What about you, Big D?
It's interesting. I thought about Bird, but I'm not gonna put
Not
him
in
on
the top
mine.
4, huh?
No, Kareem, Magic, Michael, Jordan, Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking that
What about you, Sonny?
Duncan.
Well, my hero was always Wilt Chamberlain. Coming up in 8th grade, I had the headband across my right eye, the knee pads, and I could jump. And we weren't able to dunk, so I would jump up and do his shovel. So Wilt was first, Magic second, Jordan's third. And y'all gonna laugh at me, but I like Pete Maravich. Pistol Pete, baby. What? I like Pistol Pete Maravich. Ahead of his time,
No question.
And there's also, Earl of Pearl Monroe.
Right.
Right, but only 4 though. You only have 4.
Yeah.
What about you, Evan? Who you say?
Well, we got to start off with Jordan. That's how I feel.
Jordan, okay.
Start off with Jordan. Kareem.
Okay.
See, I'm going to go Magic. The last one's tough.
It's Mike. Quit playing.
No, I'm torn, because I'm torn between Tim Duncan, because his game is just always, he's never off his game.
Over Mike?
He had
You ain't got no room for nobody else but Mike.
Mike in there.
He got Mike already.
Oh, did he put Mike in there?
Yeah, I put Mike.
Oh,
I'm
good.
between Duncan and Hakeem.
I see.
Ooh.
Which one though?
He's in mine.
I gotta go Duncan. I gotta go Duncan because
He never watched the Hakeem, huh? You forget about Duncan when you see Hakeem.
No, I've seen the
When he
Dream
was
Shake.
small,
and
sports was
I saw what he did to David Robinson when
See
in the
that press
Western
conference?
Conference
Dave
Finals.
Robinson.
Yeah, I've seen all of that.
Good stuff.
But Tim Duncan, he just progresses so like
Mr. Fundamental.
Yeah, his game just is always solid and consistent, no matter what. He just blocks out everything, gets on the court, and just goes.
Did you get yours in?
Well, you know I gotta throw Hakeem in mine.
Okay.
Hakeem. I gotta go Kobe. I have to go Kobe. Mike and
Mike and Kobe at the same.
Yeah, I mean just 4 and I gotta throw Scottie Pippen in there, man.
Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen is very underrated. I have to throw Scottie Pippen.
I can probably put LeBron before I put Pippen.
Hey, hold on. You know Scottie was a punk, right?
Huh? I mean, I'm not saying.
You know
but
Scottie was a
did
punk.
a lot of dirty work.
Until the Breakfast Club. Scottie was a punk. Always crying like a little girl.
Of all time.
Well, I'm not talking all time.
Well, that's what the Mount
That's what
Rushmore
Mount Rushmore is.
Right.
Scottie don't fit on the Mount Rushmore.
I mean,
But I mean, think about it. You're leaving out Julius Erving, Oscar Robertson.
but that's why it's like you can't really narrow it down to 4.
Yeah,
There's way more than
Just tell you
4.
who I like. I can just tell you who I like. It's
Right,
difficult
it
to
is
narrow it down to
difficult.
4.
I hear
It
you,
is difficult.
I hear you. Right. Well, I would definitely have to say I would start out with the great Will Chamberlain. I mean, he could do so much, and so much he didn't do. The Lakers didn't want him to do. I mean, when he got to the Lakers, they hadn't won a championship before he got there. He's the one who brought that championship, the first championship the Los Angeles Lakers won here in L.A. You know, obviously they won back in Minneapolis, but he's the one who brought it. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, and then I have to put in the great Oscar Robertson. I have to put him in there, and then Kareem. How you gonna argue with Kareem not being on there? You know what I'm saying? I have to put him on there, and then last but not least, I'm gonna have to go with Bill Russell.
Oh no, Jordan.
Even
That's
Jordan,
a good one.
Even though with Jordan, that's a good one. You know, when you look at the dynasty that he had back, I mean, he can do so much too. He sacrificed a lot of his scoring, you know, for the good of the team. And we see the dynasty that he had. He only played 13 years and won 11 championships in 13 years and had more left in the tank. And remember, then he turned around and he was player coach.
Yeah.
On a couple of those.
My only distinction between a lot of these from the early great ball players until the current is the competition.
Right.
That's a distinction.
Yeah, but Will could have done it in any era. I mean, he was such a good
Well, that's what I'm
athlete.
saying. He was the only one that as big as he was.
Didn't he do it when it was no 3-second?
But they changed a lot of rules.
Well, that's why they changed the rule because of him.
Change the rule, yeah.
You know,
No
there's
3
a lot of rules
seconds.
behind him, you know. And I mean, he was on two bad knees, age 35, but still led the league in rebounding in almost 20 rebounds a game.
Yeah, but there's no competition.
No competition.
That wasn't really.
Those cats are much better. Those cats are much better.
I got to see the competition between Will.
You know what? He's
That's why I put
and Russell.
Jordan in there.
He's just
I can see Jordan. Yeah. But that's because it was out there at the time. I mean, Will could have easily played against the cats out there now. I see 7-footers out there now who are so fundamentally unsound. It's pathetic.
But
you got cats who can't even hit the free throw. You know, I mean, shooting air balls from the free throw line. These are cats who were in the league 6, 7, 8, 9 years.
Well, Will wasn't a great free.
No, he wasn't. But I'm just using it as an example. A lot of the cats are very athletic now, but fundamentally, they're extremely poor.
Yeah, but go ahead.
I'm talking about today.
I just think some players in any sport are a victim of the times.
Yes.
And I don't want to cross over on sports with you guys, but I'm a firm believer that everyone likes to talk about Jim Brown. I'm not sure he's the same guy nowadays in today's NFL. I'm very confident in saying that, but because he played at a time, where he was just clearly better than everybody.
But he would have been better than.
But
he would have easily adjusted to that.
I can't say that. I can't say that.
Players today are bigger, stronger, and faster.
He would have been bigger, stronger, and faster too.
He played at a time where he was bigger than his offensive lineman.
But what I'm saying is that if he needed to up his game to that, he would have easily Jim Brown.
The distinction that you make, the ones you're choosing as great in their era,
Right.
do they translate to the current era?
Right.
He easily could have done that.
Okay.
No question about it.
All right.
Kareem can shoot that sky hook against
Kareem,
you.
that's different.
Kareem can shoot the high school.
Kareem is, you know what Kareem is? Kareem is right there. And in the era, nobody can touch Kareem. Okay? No era.
Go ahead, son. You're right.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we got somebody on the phone?
Yeah, you got Big Beezy Weezy McDwani Swanee up in the house.
Big Dwight Swatty,
up,
former
Dwayne?
Laker. What's up, Dwayne?
I'm talking about all this. I had to just chime in on that big four. Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt is the one, man. He's up there, dude. Straight up, dude. And if you ask me, I'm gonna go all centers. I'm gonna go Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell. Man, it's hard for me to go between Magic Johnson and George Mikan. Because if it wasn't for George Mikan, none of them other big fellas would be doing the George Mikan drill to do Hakeem and all of them.
So what about Chocolate Thunder? What about Chocolate Thunder?
Man, I mean,
Daryl Dawkins. What about Daryl Dawkins?
Dude, but he was, he doesn't have the rings and he doesn't have, I mean, come on, man. It's between him and Magic, and him. It's just come on, man. It's sinners basically rule the world. That's just how it goes.
That's true.
You're a big man speaking, though. See, that's
you're a big man. Played with the Lakers.
Yeah, but that's what got it done. Who can argue against Wilt? Who can argue against Bill Russell? Who can argue against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? And who can argue against George Mikan?
And none of us said anything about Shaq.
Shaq, I'd probably put Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq is the strongest.
Man, Shaq is.
Dude, that dude, man, is just phenomenal when it comes to strength, man. I mean, there's only one of him, man. But when George Mikan died, who paid for his funeral? It was Big. Big will tell you, man. George Mikan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Well, thanks. I want to ask Big D a quick question. Now, first of all, shout out to the Chicago Blackhawks for winning the championship in ice hockey.
Right.
Knocked off the Tampa Bay Lightning. But they won 3 championships in 6 years. Do you consider that a dynasty? Or do you consider, like what the Bulls had, a dynasty, like 3 and 3 with a gap in there 2 years? Or do you consider, of course, what the Boston Celtics had as a dynasty? I mean, what's your definition of a dynasty in today's era?
The definition, for me, of a dynasty is what you do in 5. Okay, if you win 3 out of 5, you're a dynasty.
You consider
okay, you win 5 straight, you're a dynasty.
That's a fair analogy.
Because there's so many great teams. Okay, even when the Showtime Lakers, you consider them a dynasty?
Heck yeah. What you talking about?
They were on the road to being one, that's for sure.
Yeah, you crazy?
Yeah.
But they won 5 out of 10 years. I mean, remember now, they lost 1 to the Pistons. They lost to the Boston Celtics. They also lost to the Pistons, the Celtics, and they also lost to the Bulls.
How many championships?
They also lost to the Bulls.
Boston
They lost
have?
to the Bulls.
I think 17.
17. That's a dynasty.
That's
now,
definitely
no
a
one comes close to that in basketball. So that's what a dynasty is.
But I'm
that's
talking
the
about
standard.
within the period
Well,
of time, though.
that's
Yeah.
That's four or 5 championships.
No. Established franchise.
No, but you gotta.
Lakers, you could consider dynasty. They won what 3?
They were a great.
They won 3 consecutive.
They were
and
a
they lost
great
the next
team.
year.
That's
Or
a dynasty.
The year after.
Yeah, no.
Lakers were a dynasty.
Lakers were a dynasty, yes.
Yes.
Great team, but dynasty,
Well, what about the Bulls then? With Jordan?
They had a great team, but they broke it up. If they had continued to win, then maybe.
But they won 6 out of 8
No,
years.
I consider the Bulls a dynasty.
They won 6 out of 8 years.
Just a great
though.
team.
Or left to play baseball.
I consider San Antonio. There's so many teams that if you consistently within a 5-year span, to me, okay, you win a championship, you lose the next year, but you come back and win 2 in a row or something like that. But you have a 2 or 3 year gap and you win into your championships. No.
Okay, so what is
Great
LeBron
team.
going to do next year? He's going to have Kyrie Irving back, possibly the other person that got hurt. What do you think? Can he come back and go to the finals, or is he washed?
Is the coach,
I'm going to say right now, at this present time,
They'll be back.
I know
Is the
Vegas has
coach
them.
coming back?
They'll be back.
Ooh, I don't know about.
Yeah, he'll be back.
I think they.
Oh, you mean Tyrone Lue? Is that what you talking about?
He probably will be the coach.
But Tyrone Lue will consistently be LeBron James' assistant as he's
LeBron will be the head coach.
Jones.
He'll be coach
That team, to be honest with you, I know the odds have them favored right now.
Right.
Okay, based on what's being
Vegas
just
odds.
concluded.
Right.
I don't think they're going to win it.
Right.
I really don't.
What do you think, Smitty?
Of course they're going to win it in terms of getting back into the finals.
Yeah.
I mean, if they had Kyrie Irving healthy and the other center, power forward, the power forward, Bergeron.
Oh, Bergeron.
Right. I forgot about him.
He's a
Right.
scrapper.
Okay.
Yeah, and they would have played a physical game against Golden State as opposed to that run up and down game.
Well,
Kyrie would have given them another 20 points.
That's true.
At least.
So the case would be over right there in this playoff if he was healthy.
Well, okay, this is my argument.
Yeah.
As good as Cleveland is,
Yes.
the East is becoming competitive
That's why I'm
again.
gonna
The
get
East
that.
is
That's true.
becoming
That's
competitive
why I'm
again.
gonna get
I think
that.
people are forgetting about Atlanta. Washington is getting good. They're getting
Yeah.
better every year.
Raptors
Chicago, the Raptors, exactly. So you have a lot of young talent, a lot of young teams up and coming in the East. So,
But what about the teams in the West, though?
well, the West is competitive. West is a dog
That's
fight.
always been competitive.
West has always been a dog
That's
fight.
going to be what it is. Yeah.
Right. Right.
You
So
know.
no guarantee that the Warriors going to.
No.
I don't
But
think so.
they have a young team that's still together, that's still compound, that they can still make that run.
But barring injuries, I mean,
barring injuries.
the landscape of the West can look completely different.
Oh, it can look completely different. But I think if it's any team, I think Golden State has the ability to go right
Yeah,
back.
I agree with that.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Clippers.
Simple retooling. Simple retooling for Golden State, and they're right back there too.
They need one more piece.
Yeah.
Who,
What
Golden
piece
State?
is that?
A
Only
big?
one. They need a center, a
I
defender.
like Bogut.
I don't.
I think he
Well,
does.
backup
I like
center
Bogut, too.
did
I
a
like
decent
Bogut.
job.
I never had like
David
Bogut.
Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Lee-
not
Lee-
David Lee.
I like David Lee,
The other
too.
guy, the backup center for Bogut.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
he played decent.
But I think Lee's testing the free agency market. Anyway.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, and they're going
But,
to,
I mean,
trust me, they
there's
won't
so
need
many
to test
names
the
on free agents. They can pick up somebody to fill that.
Yeah, but
spot.
I think they need another, because despite this small ball thing that's running around that teams are playing, as you've seen in the final, to me, you still need that big man.
You
I
do.
just can't say that your trend is going to go totally away from the big man. Now, if you can pick up a big man defender out there that you can get in, because Bogut's so inconsistent, and sometimes Bogut seems like he out in the left field, like he got to slap me. Like
Final thoughts. Final thoughts.
Huh?
Final thoughts.
I think, like I said, I think really they only took Bogut out when they realized that was it Mozgov?
Yes.
Mozgov was overmatching Bogut, and I think that's when they went small. I've seen Bogut get dirty in some games, man. Yeah. So I mean, he has the ability to get down there and handle his business. So I think he's a good center. Honestly, they really don't have many needs.
Well, gentlemen, the clock on the wall says that's about all. Yeah. Gentlemen, thanks for coming in. Great discussion once again. This has been Just Sports with Sonny Wells and friends. We'll see you next week.
I see what you're doing, yeah, I see what you go through. Put my lighter in the air, the truth is you're beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now put your lighter in the air for us. Everybody singing together, sing a new song. Put your lighter in the air for love. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.